Hi everybody, before I start this video, I'd just like to say to Intercourse the Penguin, we took a screenshot of the comment that you put on somebody's YouTube channel claiming that you have evidence from some lawyers that actually I'm on a child protection register and I was caught with over 800 indecent images of children on my computer. Okay, well your pack of lies has been documented. It's been given to the police have all the details. I have a police crime report, and I'd just like to assure everybody who knows me or who watches my videos or knows me through other social networks that, you know, I have got a full enhanced CRB. Well, actually it ran out last year. Okay, so, you know, I've never been caught with indecent images of children on my computer. I have no indecent images of children on my computer. I am a survivor of child abuse myself. So, let that be an example of somebody who has just told an outright lie about me in order to spread rumour and gossip and cast doubt on me. You know, that is the level that they will go to defend their right to continue to abuse children and deny their rights. Which brings me to the purpose of making this video today. And that is to address the so-called truth movement, the alternative news providers. And, you know, a lot of them are quite famous. They're making money, you know, and they're telling us the news, the real news. 9/11 was an inside job. ISIS is controlled by Zionists. You know, whoever, whatever. Westminster's full of paedophiles is quite a popular one right now. You know, and they're all there every day telling us, you know, look at this, look what's happening. You know, so what are we supposed to do about it then? Oh, we can buy one of their mugs or a t-shirt. Or maybe we can send them some money so they can keep telling us about what's happening. You know, and I've contacted a lot of these people about this Hampstead case. And basically just been given the cold shoulder, told to fuck off. You know, even that the whole thing is an MI5 psyop. You know, and it's like, but they still want to talk about the historical cases. They still want to talk about satanic abuse that happened in the past or might be happening in the royal family. You know, we're all supposed to buy their books telling us about how the royalties drink babies' blood and eat children and sacrifice children. You know, we can buy their books, watch their fucking videos, but now we have a case of 2 children reporting all those crimes happening now in London. And they have been ignored and they have had no legal protection. And the child protection directives have been ignored. And the legal fact of the matter is, not a theory, a fact. The legal fact is that 70 plus suspects in British authorities who kill and are alleged to kill and eat babies and sexually abuse multiple children are all walking around free. And according to EU law, the fact of EU law, according to that, and according to United Nations Child Protection Directives, those people remain a suspect because nobody has investigated. And indeed, there was a court case earlier this year precisely to stop it being investigated. And even the fucking BBC supporting that illegal judgment. Now, you can talk to me about 9/11 and whatever the fuck you like, all the fuck you like. But at the end of the day, nothing is going to get done until somebody notices the nitty-gritty and starts cleaning up. It fucking has to start somewhere. And you all better get your fucking socks pulled up and start looking at the people, listening to what the people are talking about, and get behind what they are doing. Now, we have a crime report that has been handed in to the Metropolitan Police. It is a crime report that provides solid evidence to prove that the authorities are complicit. At least negligent, criminally negligent too, because their criminal negligence in following child protection directives in this country have left countless children at risk. So, what I'm asking you all now to consider is the law and look at the case. I don't care whether you believe the children, whether you think it's a psyop, no matter what you think it is. That case was reported to the police and the family courts. Those children had no legal guardian. Their allegations were not investigated. The suspects were not questioned, about one of the many crimes that were alleged to have been committed by that man. Go through the evidence, look. Check it out. Like you've done with 9/11. Because this is every bit as serious as 9/11. In fact, the very reason why 9/11 has happened is because people have been ignoring the abuse of children. And, just last week I wrote a piece on my Facebook about the word minor and how it is applied to children, and how that word minor has cast a spell on human consciousness to think of children as lesser beings. Well, this case ought to shame the whole world, especially Britain, that we can't even follow child protection directives to protect our children. Well, what is the point of life if it is not to deliver the next generation and to give them everything that we can give to those children? And the bloody least we can give them is the law and their rights. And all you lot telling me, it's MI5, that Belinda McKenzie, she's part of MI5. I don't give a fuck who she's a part of. If they're standing up for child protection, rights and law, I am with them. I don't care if they're royalty, I will stand with them if they're standing up for children's rights. And I'm sick of your fucking excuses about, oh. This is serious. This is serious, and I'm not going to let you all ignore it. The United Nations Child Protection Committee met in London last year. And every single crime that those two children report is listed and identified in the UN Child Protection Committee report. Right down to the London location, right down to the ritual murder of hundreds of babies in London every year by professional people. Oh, but a British judge has said it's all a fantasy. And none of you are bothered about that. None of you are picking up on the fact that it's now a legal precedent in British courts, according to British court judgments, that all the crimes listed by the United Nations as being committed against children in Britain is a fantasy. fucking had enough, and I've had enough of being shunned, ignored, and the suspicion, and the slander, and the gossip, and the lies surrounding me, because I stand up for children's rights, and I always have, and I always will. And the first child's rights I stood up for was my own. And that was my right to survive. Because I know the paedophile, I know his monster, okay? And I know their sadism, their psychopathy. I know what I am facing and dealing with. And it's about time you all understood it too. Because it's not just a fucking story to sell a book. And, you know, we want it stopped. We want it to end. We want to do something. And the only thing we can do is stand by the law and demand that our children receive the protection that is their right. And yes, I did witness a light being. Does that make me crazy? Why don't you go and call all your bishops and priests and your fucking religious nuts? Why don't you go and call it? They're all crazy then as well, aren't they? Because what are they worshipping? What is this God's law that you, truthers, all keep going on about? Where did it come from then? The higher consciousness, that's where it came from. And our ancestors knew it, and children were valued, they were treasured. They're not a minor. It's we who are minor when it comes to children, when it comes to their needs and their rights. And so I'm asking you all to look at the case, look at the crime report. I will leave you the link under this video. Read it, look at the links, look at the evidence. Tell me, can you deny it? And like I say, I don't care if you believe the children or not. Those children reported crimes, and legal wheels, machines should have gone in motion. And it's not just these children, this case now. It's all the children of Britain who go to the police, who report crimes, how they are treated, whether or not they're believed, whether anybody goes and investigates. And I'm just sick of it. And I do not want to leave this world without knowing that something is being done, something properly done by people who just stand together because they believe in our children's rights. So anyway, that's all I've got to say to the truth movement and to all the people that have been judging me and harassing me and spreading gossip and rumours about me. I couldn't give a toss. I really do not care what this world thinks about me, okay? I was born trash, okay? That's what was written on my head. So, you know, I couldn't give a fuck what any of you think about me. All I'm bothered about is the children, because, you know, they are the future and they deserve better than what this world is giving them. And as for the debt, well, as I say, when you start standing up for your children's rights, that's when everything will start going right.